What's up, family? It's your boy, aka Batman Late Night Talk Radio. Bam! Oh man, what a beautiful evening. Just taking a stroll right now. And I was just thinking about when I was 15 years old. I started my first publishing company, my first business. Now, let me say, that was my first business. I remember it was called JS Comics. Oh man, what a dream. What a pipe dream, man. You know, it was like your child and you're thinking big. It was like either sports or your own business. Cause see, I come from a long line of farmers. We go back 5 generations. That's right, of farmers. But it stopped with my father and my uncle. They didn't want to be farmers. So they left the Eastern Shore with their mom and moved to Charm City, Baltimore. And they went to work 9 to 5 in manufacturing and publishing and printing. Of course, you know, you're young, you look up to your father and, you know, you want to do what he does. Even though I did have big dreams to be a Major League Baseball player. And I was very good. I had a really good young career until I started playing football. And I had a severe sprained ankle. And because my parents chose not to do surgery and I did rehab, it took really, really long time to heal, like 3 years. And at that point, I was ready to finish school. So I couldn't play collegiate sports. And I ended up following my dad's footsteps. And that was to work for someone else. Yep, that's what happened. I went to work for that publishing company. Both myself and my brother. And my other uncles too. So, of course, I was still going to school and everything and didn't really know what I was going to do. But I remember when I was in high school, I entered a science fair because I built a radio. I built a radio from spare parts from a record player and a broken walkie-talkie. And I won the high school science fair, which was an engineering school, Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, and they sent me off to Johns Hopkins, and I think I took 2nd or 3rd place. Yep, runner up. And they made a few offers, but it was nothing concrete. So when I went on, graduated, and went to pursue graphic design, and I was going to pursue electronic engineering at the same time. So I was like double major, because I really didn't know where I was going to go, because really wasn't many opportunities for African Americans except for, you know, going into nursing or become a teacher, armed forces, and if he was good enough to make sports, that was there. And so, you know, of course, there was a lot of big industry here in the Baltimore area. So you kind of, you know, criminal justice system, law enforcement, didn't want to do that. Especially after getting arrested myself when I was 18 years old. Of course, it wasn't our fault. You know, we was at the wrong place at the wrong time. But that worked out for us. So anyway, of course, you know, we middle class, and you know, you're going to be middle class like your family, and nobody really wants to step out on faith until one day I had a project that was due for my graphic design class. It was a magazine cover, and my dad was really impressed with it, and my mom decided she wanted to invest in it. So we actually started a publishing company, and we started our own community newspaper. It was the first black-owned newspaper in Talbot County, which today is known as the New Hamptons. That's right. It's in the eastern part of Maryland, on the Chesapeake Bay, beautiful country. So anyway, so we did that for like 5 years, and then, of course, long story short, a lot of our clients were having problems moving books, and they were like, what can we do with all these books that we printed? And I said, wow, the internet is growing into something special. Maybe I start a radio station. That was my dream. And I can have the authors come on the show and talk about their books. Because a lot of that was going on. There was a couple big streaming companies that was going on at the time, but they were very expensive. It cost $30,000 to get a spot. And only the athletes and the people who had PhDs can afford it. So anyway, make a long story short, I ended up getting into radio in 2006. I built my own platform, and it worked pretty good for a while. And I did really well with advertising dollars and everything from the poets and the authors and everything, and it went well. But you speed that up, and the industry started changing a little bit. You know, the economy, who was president, you know, people was a little scared. They was trying to protect their little middle class retirement and everything. So you really didn't know what to do. I didn't have nobody really advise me where to go. All you thought about was get yourself a 9 to 5 and retire. You know, get yourself a good pension. But now, it's hard to live off a pension. Pension is like 40% of the 48% that you're making now. So how can you live off 40%? Even living middle class now, you still kind of want to live that lifestyle. Because people don't pay their homes off like they used to back in the day. Usually you buy your first house and you stay there for 30 years. Now people want their second, third home, and they actually retire with mortgages and everything. But and the kids got these humongous student loans that's out there now. I think we paid like $2,000-$3,000 a semester. A year, and we were done. But now it's like $20,000-$30,000, and these are just regular HBC schools. So there's a lot to think about when you think about the opportunities right now, what God has blessed you with. God has blessed you with an awesome idea, an awesome gift, several gifts, and you have the opportunity to take advantage of that. Because there's 1 billion people on Facebook that's active. 100 million people are actively using Facebook every month, and Instagram. And as I'm talking about Twitter, I think they have like 360 something million people on Twitter. So the opportunity is there for free enterprise. That's right, free enterprise. So you have a great business idea, a great marketing plan, I say put it in full effect. Take advantage of what God bless you with. Prepare for your retirement. Even if you're in your 30s and 40s, you start that business now, you have a tremendous nest egg by the time you retire. Because that little bit of 4 to 6% you putting in there from whatever income you're making right now, I don't think it's gonna be enough. So my advice is get on it right now. Invest in yourself. Invest in your idea. God has invested in you. He invested his son Jesus in us. He died for us on that cross. He shed his blood for us. Now God is leading us. We are the little sheeps. Let's follow. Let's listen to what he's saying to us. You know what he's telling me? He told me to build that radio station. That's right, because I remember I was 15 years old when I went to high school. I built one. If I knew if I could do it then, I could do it now with all this special technology. So I invested in myself so I can invest in my children. And I got a lot of ideas that I'm about to put in full effect. But right now, I want to serve you. That's right, Batman wants to serve you. So come on out to my inbox. Let me know what you're doing, what you want to do. Let's work out a deal. That's partnership, because we put our money together, we can hit some of that 1 billion people on Facebook. That's an awesome platform. I was listening to Damon Johns when he was on the podcast, and he was saying, man, he wished he had FUBU now, because he had to mortgage his mom home, and they had to do all kinds of things just to be able to make manufacturing. He had the orders, but nobody invested in him. He had to invest in himself, but he had to use a lot of money. Nowadays, the community, the consumers are out there waiting for you. They're waiting for you to show them something. So come on out. Give us an opportunity to work with you. Let's partnership. Oh, excuse me. Let's partnership, and we can do this thing right. So join us. Positive Power, XXI, Christian Media. Let's talk, y'all. And don't forget, come on out and check us out. 9 o'clock every night. We have awesome guests, awesome podcasts, some of the best podcasters in the country. We won an award, that's right, in Jacksonville with the Angara, the Radio Award Alliance, the Alliance Award. That's right, best internet radio station. That means something to people. They have a distribution network of over 400 radio stations. And we was one of 10 that was selected, that was nominated, and we were the one that was picked. Best internet radio station. Invest in us. Let us serve you. Batman Late Night Talk Radio, y'all. Peace out.